Clear, clear, clear. Form also can. It's up to you. Okay, this is Google Form. And here also you can see the ini ya aku punya. Okay, no. You need to log in as a Gmail account. Sorry. Okay, so 2 ways. Either from the email, my favorite is through email lah. Okay, so I open the form. Okay, so this is what you will see when you open the form. You will have here the template on the top. We have the blank template, blank quiz, assessment, course evaluation, work request, and many more actually. Okay, and when you scroll down, you will see your Google Form file, the one that you have already created, and also the one that shared by others. Yes, most of these Google Form actually from others, not all from me. Okay, all right. So today we want to start from the blank. Okay, you can see here, you have choices, either totally blank or blank quiz or assessment. Focus on these three. The rest just ignore. If you want to create a quiz, then you choose between blank quiz or assessment. Do not use blank, because if you use blank, this is not for quiz. If you use this, you need to set up something in the setting to make it as a quiz. So the easiest one is click blank quiz, or you can also click assessment. It's just the same lah. Kalau assessment, they provide you with some basic setting for the basic question for the quiz. You can also use this one, but I prefer to use blank quiz. Okay, so let's start with the blank quiz. Okay, when you click blank quiz, you will get this like this. You have a blank quiz on the top. This is your file name. You also have blank quiz again inside the form. And then when you see below, you will get the first question. Okay. Before we start with creating the question, let's look together with this with the layout first. Let familiar ourselves with the layout of Google Form. Okay, begin with the top. So this blank quiz, of course, we need to rename it, make it as clear as possible with the type of quiz that we want. For example, today I want to create a Google form test, for example. Okay. And then after you rename this, make sure you also rename this file name on the top, Google Form test. And then you can see here, it's automatically changed. It automatically save in Drive. You don't have to click save. It is automatic. So don't worry about forgetting to click save. Okay, after finish with the title, we look at the layout. Okay, you can look here. We have add-on. This is not very important, except for the advanced user, then maybe they will use it a lot. But for the beginners and intermediate, no need to focus on this. We also have customized theme. This one, when we want to put a color into our form, this one we will do at the end of the process. And then we also have a preview. You don't have to worry if you forgot what I told you today, because you can put the cursor and then the info will come out. Okay, customized theme, preview. And this one is the setting. Also at the end of the process, we will look together. The send button, and here there is more. You can click here and you can see there is undo. Okay, so don't worry if you do a mistake. Even though the changes are saved, you can still undo the process. You can make a copy, move to trash, get refilled, print, add collaborators, blah, 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 blah. You can try later on by your own. Okay. So, right. Here, you look here, we have question and then we have responses. Make sure when you want to create the form, you are in this part, question. The responses, when you want to look, when you want to see the student's submission. That one after this. Okay, and then you will see here total points. Okay, and here we have a plus button. The plus button is to add the question, because for starting they will give you the first question only, and then if you want to add more, you just click plus 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 ni. Okay, and then here we can import question. To import question is means that you want to import the question from your previous Google form. So if before you already create a Google form, you can import the question from that Google form and then put it here, other than make a copy. You can also add a title, add image, add a video. Okay, this video is only from YouTube. You cannot upload the video from your computer. It's only from the YouTube. And then the last one is add section. Okay, if you have any question, you can interrupt. Yeah.
Here's a question from chat. Which one do we use for creating attendance?
For creating attendance, okay, Shukran Ikmal. If you want to create attendance, you cannot use blank quiz lah. Okay, we go back. Okay, for attendance, usually I will use the blank. Click blank. Okay, it's just the same, but the difference is for the blank form, there is no point. Dia tak ada markah. No need to put a point. So if you want to use the form to create attendance, then you need to use the blank quiz, and then you add lah everything that you want to add, name of program, matric number, staff number, and so on. Boleh Ikmal?
Okay.
But today I want to focus on the quiz, on the assessment. So
Next
maybe
question
that.
is from Sister Nur Azlina.
What? Oh, soalan from Ustazah Azlina. Okay. Alright. Syukran Ustazah Azlina. Okay. But sorry. Where am I? Oh, sorry. Okay, I have to go back. All right, I repeat again. If you want to use the form to create attendance, then you need to click the blank. But today I want to focus on the quiz, so I will click the blank quiz. The difference is for the blank, we will not take the point. Dia tak ada markah. But for blank quiz, there will be a point for each question. Okay, so I click again the blank quiz. Oh, sorry, I already create just now, so I don't want to use this. Okay, I will open again my Google Form test, the one that I create just now. All right, we continue back to the Google Form test. Okay, as you can see here, when you click the Google Form as a test, there is a total point here. And then also underneath, you will have the answer key and the points. That's the difference between the blank Google Form and the blank quiz. Okay, we proceed. What types of question that we can create using the Google Form? In Google Form, we have many choices actually. What type of question? You can look here. By default, it will give you the multiple choice, but actually we have many more. You click here and then you can see there are many questions. Short answer. Paragraph. Paragraph is for essay. Short answer is maybe for one line answer. Multiple choice, this is our favorite lah. So because this is the easiest one, so then just need to click. We have checkbox. The checkbox, student can click more than one. They can check the box. Drop down like a multiple choice. File upload. We can also ask student to upload the file. Maybe you want to ask them to write an essay in Microsoft Word and then upload in Google Form also can. Linear scale is not for test. I never use linear scale for test. I'm not sure for any the rest of you, but for me, linear scale is no. Linear scale usually I use for the survey. Multiple choice grid, I'm using it for the quiz. It's like a multiple choice, but there are slight difference. We will look after this. Checkbox grid, you can also use it. Date and time, no, I never use date and time. Date and time usually we use, for example, kalau kat Gombak, we use it to book a venue. So we create a Google form to book a venue, and then those who want to book, they will need to choose their reference date and then the time. So for Google, for the quiz, we did not use this. I'm not sure for the rest of you. If you use it, then maybe you can share your experience after this. So for English, maybe it's easy. For BM also maybe easy to type. But for Arabic, maybe you need to think carefully before you choose this type of question. You need to look at your student ability, whether they can type or not. But for me, we need to train students to type. Especially when we are teaching online, nak tak nak, we need to train our student. There's no excuse for that. Train them to type using WhatsApp group every day. Write a short sentence. So when the times come for the exam, they cannot give us any excuse. They need to typing. Okay, the last type of question that I'm going to show you today is the essay. How to upload a file. Okay, so instead of student write down straightforward here on the form, I want them to add file. This type of question is actually is very good, especially if your essay is a format essay. Because if you ask the student to type on the form itself, they cannot do the format. So it's better if they type on maybe on Google Docs or on Microsoft Word, and then they add the file. Okay, so that's what the type of question that I want to cover today. Do you have any question? Ada soalan? Okay, syukran Ikman, no question, so far so good. Alhamdulillah, we go to the how to create this question. Okay, so we need to do it from scratch, Google Form test, and then as I told you before, we will do the first type of question, multiple choice. Okay, how to do it? We just type the question. It's easy, just type the question and then you put the option. What is the option? Multiple choice. My question is what type of question we cannot use in Google Form. So multiple choice, short answer, long answer. You can add as many choices as you want, but usually for the MCQ question, we only put 4 or 3. Maybe it's C. Okay, and then I stop. So this is the first question. After you finish create the question, don't forget, this is a quiz. So you need to inform the computer which one is the correct answer. So click the answer key. Make sure you click the answer key and then click the correct answer. So the correct answer is, okay, the type of question that we cannot use. It's not available in Google Form. Multiple choice, yes. Short answer, yes. Long answer, we don't have long answer in Google Form. So click long answer. Okay, and don't forget to put the points. I give here 1 points. And here I would like to inform you that satu kekurangan Google Form is we cannot put 0.5. So the minimum is 1 point. Okay, and then click done. That's the basic lah. Okay. So finish with the multiple choice. Next, we go to the drop down. How to do the drop down? Okay. It's just the same. Basically, it's the same like the multiple choice. So what I'm going to do is I feel lazy, so I will just duplicate. See, you can see here there is a duplicate button. Also delete button. Okay, so I'm going to use the duplicate button. Okay. So sorry, this is the same question, but actually we need to change lah the question. Okay, so here maybe instead of cannot use, I want to change into can use. Okay. So multiple choice, this one long answer. Sorry. Okay. Fill in the blank. Okay, so enough with the 3 je lah. Right. So here for the second question, I want to change into drop down. So I will just click drop down. Okay, you can see it's automatically changed. So don't worry if suddenly you use multiple choice, but then you realize that you want to use the drop down question. You just need to change here. Just change. Okay. So finish with the second question. I will add. Okay, this time I don't want to use the duplicate. I want to add manually. So I will just click here. Plus button. The next question is the checkbox. Okay. The checkbox. So I will write down the question. What is the advantage of checkbox compared to a multiple choice question? Easy to create. give more space. I know. Give more space is the drop down, sorry. Okay, easy to create and pick more than one answer. Allah. Okay, another answer. Okay, this one. Okay, so enough with the 3 choices. So I put here easy to create, can more than one selection. Okay, don't forget to click answer key. I already forgot here for the second question. Don't worry, if you forgot, you can still change it. Okay, what type of question we can use in Google Form? Of course, the multiple choice. All right, so the point already done. Okay. Okay, this one. Make sure you put the answer key. Click. Okay, remember this is the checkbox. So the answer may be more than one. So the correct answer is this one and this one. So we need to tick both. The points, maybe you want to give 2 points because there are 2 answers. If you want to stick with the 1 points also can. It's up to you. Click done. Okay. I think I'm going very fast actually. If you want to stop me, just stop. Okay, if you want me to repeat also can. Just tell me. Next. Multiple choice grid. Okay, it's look difficult to create, isn't it? But actually it's very easy. Click plus. Okay, remember multiple choice grid. Just click. Okay. The layout is a little bit different. We have the question here. We have the row and then we have the column. For the column, I will put true, false. In Arabic, we have the question sahih or tak. So true, false. Here, for the row, we will put the question, the list of the question. Okay, for example, the first question, I want to copy this one. Okay, that's the first question. The second one. Next. The third one. Okay, enough with the 3 questions. Actually, you can add more. You can add row until as much as you can. Okay, this is the question. This is the choices. So what is the on the top? What should we put on the top? Here you can put the instruction. Maybe you want to say the student choose true or false. Okay, so this is the instruction. Okay, and then again you need to click the answer key. Make sure we can add image. Is it true or false? Of course, we can add image. Can we add YouTube video? Of course, we can. Can we upload a video from our computer? Cannot. So this is false. The point. For each question, you need to put a point. 1 point. Again, the minimum is 1. You cannot put 0.5. And then click done. Right? Okay, so we already finished 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. The last one. The last one for the first part. Okay, what sort of question would you use when, okay, this one is short answer. You want to ask the student to typing. Tak naklah tick je. Kan? Sometimes we will need to ask them to type. So we use the short answer. Okay, sorry. So I need to undo because I accidentally changed the question into short answer. Okay, so don't worry, you can undo. You can click undo here or you can use shortcut key, Ctrl Z. Okay, undo. So jangan gabra lah, don't worry. You can return back. Okay, click plus button. Okay, here I want to use short answer. So I change into short answer. I put the question. What sort of question type would you use when asking for a person name? Of course, to ask students to write down their name, of course, we will use the short answer lah. Okay, how many mark? Again, we need to click here, put the mark. This is a short question, so I just want to give maybe 2 mark. Okay, and then, okay, listen carefully. Here you need to think carefully whether you want to set the correct answer or not. Okay. The problem when you set the answer, if what student types is not in the list of your correct answer, then the computer will regard it as wrong. Even if the student forgot to put the titik or student forgot to put capital letter. Even kalau in Arabic lagi worse, even if student forgot to put the baris, if you set it as a baris A, student forgot to put it, then the computer will regard it as wrong. So careful. When you choose to put the answer, you need to think it not twice, maybe force, maybe 4 kali fikir. Okay. If you still want to put the answer, then you need to give as many choice, as many possible correct answer as much as you can. For example, the correct answer here is short answer. So I need to write down like this. And I need to assume that my student will start with the capital letter. So I will put the capital letter. And I need to assume that my student maybe put the full stop at the end of the answer. So I put the full stop. So you can imagine here, there are many possibilities of correct answer. So you need to list down as much as you can. If you don't want to burden yourself with this type of setting, then delete. So this is what we call as manual marking after this. You did not set the answer, so you need to check it manually. Okay. So I click done. Do I have any question here? Okay, syukran Hikmah. Okay, I think the last question. The last question is upload a file. Okay, so I want to use this question. Okay, I will add another question. Change it into file upload. Okay, you will get this pop-up message. Read it. If you are a new user, first time using the upload file question, read it carefully. Let respondents upload file to Drive. Files will be uploaded to the form owner's Google Drive. Nanti dia akan create a folder, so all students file yang dia uploaded tu dia akan put into the folder. Respondent will be required to sign into Google. Okay. To use this type of question, student needs to sign in to Google, to Gmail account. Okay, and make sure to only share this form with people you trust. Okay, so if you are satisfied with this pop-up message, you already understand, click continue. Okay. Put the question. Okay, my question is, write down the essay on the advantage and disadvantage of using Google Form for assessment. Okay, and you can go through, you can look here. allow only specific file types. Okay, try to drag the button. Okay, you can see here there are many choices. If you don't want to, allow specific file of types, you just leave it like this. If not, you drag to the right, and then you choose what type of file that you want student to submit. Maybe you want just a document and PDF only. So you tick document and PDF. Other than that, you don't want it. Okay, and then see here, maximum number of files. You can choose either 1, 5 or 4. 5 or 4, the 5 or 10. For me, if this is a quiz or exam, enough with one submission. Maximum file size, 10 megabyte. For document and PDF is enough, but if you choose to tick the video, then maybe you need bigger size of file. Maybe up to until 10 gigabyte. Maybe. I'm not sure lah how big your student's file is. Okay, so if you want to be safe, click the biggest one lah, 10 gig. When you click the 10 gig, you will get this message. The form is no longer accepting responses because a single response can be exceed the 1 gig total size limit. Okay, this is the default. By default, the form that you create now is only allow you to receive 1 gigabyte total. So if you have 20 students, the total size limit for the 20 students is only 1 gigabyte. This is the default, but you can still change it. So if you want to receive a video, then you need to change. You cannot have this limit size, it's too small. Click change. Okay, here maximum size of all files uploaded. Choose the biggest one lah, 1 terabyte. Click 1 terabyte. Click save. Okay, alright. So now you can receive up to 1 terabyte for the whole student in this Google form. And then as usual, answer key. Okay, this is an essay. So there is no answer key. But you still need to put the point. Maybe you want to give 10 points here. Click done. Okay. So finish with the essay question. But when you look at my question, this question is actually not very clear. So maybe you want to add little bit detail. You want to add more details kat bawah. So you can, sekejap my battery is low. Okay. If you want to add detail, click here, description. Then you can add more details about this question. Maybe you want to tell your student, please write an essay, not more than 200 words, and submit in PDF file, for example. Okay, and then so if you specifically set PDF file, then you don't have to tick the others lah, you just tick PDF. Okay, so finish with the question. Do you have any soal before we proceed to the setting? No question. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Oh, 2 questions. Okay, sorry. The first. Okay. How can we set the time? Okay, the second one. Okay. Ustazah Haliza Ustazah Hanizam. Maybe Hanizam want to explain the question? Ustazah Hanizam gampang Zam nak tanya apa sebenarnya Zam?
Saya nak tanya
Okay.
yang tadi yang Kak Mun setting answer tu.
Okay.
Dia untuk semua type of question kan? Atau untuk multiple choice dia?
Okay, syukran Zam. Okay, yang Kak Muni setting answer, dia all question we can set the answer key Zam. Okay, but we need to do it one by one. Okay, for example, multiple choice, so we click the answer keys and then we tick the answer. And then we go to the next question, click answer keys and then tick the right answer. Now what one by one. Okay, except for the essay lah. Kalau essay we cannot takkan nak letak answer key kan. Tak sesuai. So, kalau essay tak perlu kena typing tu Zam. Kalau Kak Muni tak prefer untuk kita letak answer key. Macam Kak Muni cakap tadi. Tak banyak possibility correct answer tu. Kalau Arabic lagi susah. Zam kena letak yang dengan berbaris, dengan tak berbaris, dengan hamzah, dengan tak ada hamzah. Dia kena banyak letak.
Okey.
Faham Zam? Faham
Faham.
Okay, syukran atas soal. The second question is about the setting, the time limit Okay, that one we'll go to the next lah.
Assalamualaikum Ustazah.
Ya Ustaz Azhar,
Saya
tafadhal.
nak tanya, macam kita dah buat Google Form ni kan? Jadi macam kita nak buat dia punya setting time tu, macam tu lah schedule tu. Bila dia punya time boleh diorang mulakan, lepas tu dia punya due tu bila.
Okay, syukran Ustaz.
Puan Kon.
Ustaz bersuara tu jadi ceria. Okay. Ustaz question, I think the same like Sister Syarafini ke apa tadi? Syarafini question tadi lah pasal time kan? Untuk setting masa. Okay. Yang saya faham Ustaz Azhar nak tanya how we can set when the form will come out to student. Bila form ni boleh buka, bila boleh tutup. Okay. Actually there are few ways to do it. The first one is, okay, for me this is the easiest one lah. We go to the responses. Okay, and you can see here, there is a button accepting responses. When the button is like this, student can answer this form, provided that you give them the link. Bila diorang dah ada link tu, and the button is accepting, they can answer the form. If you don't want to answer the form yet, link dah bagi, but you don't want them to answer it yet, you just drag the button to the left. Okay, you can see here it's changed into not accepting responses. Ini cara pertama lah, kita tutup buka je manually. Nak suruh student jawab, kita buka. Okay, when the times end, dah finish 2 hours, kita tutup balik manually. Okay, this is the first way, the easiest one. The second way, if you are the GC, Google Classroom users, you can set the schedule in GC. So you open your GC. Please wait. Okay, so I open my GC for example. There's no student, I think student here ada seorang je. Okay, and then you, as usual, pengguna GC lah. If you are the users of GC, as you know that we can put a schedule in our GC. So you just create a quiz assignment. Okay. I don't want this because we already created our Google form just now. So I want to add the Google form that I created just now in this assignment. So I click add. The Google form is in the Google Drive. So I open the Google Drive. Okay, so I have here the latest one, the recently opened, or maybe we need to search in my drive. Since I just opened this form just now, so I can just choose Google Form test and then I click add. Okay. So this is the test, the Google quiz that I already created. And then as usual, you put the name. Okay. And here, make sure, just now sister, siapa tanya saya tadi, in the WhatsApp group, in the WhatsApp, she asked me about the setting also. You need to remember one thing when you are using Google Classroom. Google Classroom cannot import the grade from the Google form if the students are not in our domain. Not in our domain means they are not using IIUM email. So most of our students, they did not use IIUM email. So they use their own Gmail account, their personal Gmail account. So we cannot click the important, we cannot use this one. You need to drag the button to the left. Kalau if you put this like this on the right, then the Google form will automatically setting as a users of IIUM. Nanti student tu tak boleh jawab, student kita tak boleh jawab because they are not IIUM domain. So make sure you drag the button to the left. Okay. So, okay, alright. This is what you asked me just now. How to schedule. So if you
Muni ulang semula apa tadi? Grade importing tu macam mana? Tak faham.
grade importing dia macam ni Kak Norma
Ya.
Okay, Kak Norma, grade importing ni kalau Google Classroom, dia tak boleh nak import markah daripada Google Form. Sebab student kita tak menggunakan IIUM email. Dia guna personal email. So, dia tak boleh nak import. So, kalau Kak Norma button kat sini, button kat sini dia allow kan. Kalau ni nanti Google Form tu dia akan auto setting sebagai user IIUM. Nanti saya tunjuk dekat saya.
Okay, so kalau kita nak buat juga, maknanya kita kena grade importing tu kita offkan lah kan, kita offkan. Then baru kita boleh jawab guna Google Form tu sebab dia orang guna email bukan URA lah. Macam tu.
Betul.
Alright, terima kasih.
So make sure dia ke kiri. Sebab tadi ada orang tanya saya kenapa dia dah antik dah. Kan kalau Google Form kita ini Google Form saya tadi. Okay, inilah apa juga semua juga. Okay. Okay, ni. Ini Google Form kita. Asalnya by default dia akan tick kat sini. Ni. Dia akan restrict to users in IIUM only. So bila dia tick kat sini, student using the personal Gmail account dia tak boleh nak jawab. Nanti dia kena minta kita bagi access. Dia kena minta permission. Dia tak nak lah macam tu. Nanti penuh kita punya email. So usually we will untick this one. Lepas kita untick tu, and then tiba-tiba kita rasa nak letak dekat Google Classroom, and then we forgot to change this button, nanti dia akan automatically change ke, dia akan auto setting balik nanti. Itu apa yang berlakulah pada sister yang tanya saya tadi. Nanti dia akan tick balik nanti. So student tak boleh nak jawab balik. So make sure the button is here. Okay, hopefully you can understand. Right? We proceed with the setting of schedule kan. Nak tanya schedule. Okay, you already create the Google form but you don't want this form appear in your students' Google Classroom yet. We just schedule as usual here. Click schedule. Do not assign it yet. Click schedule. For example, you want the form appear tomorrow. So choose the date tomorrow and then choose the timing, maybe at 2 p.m. for example. Kalau pengguna GC rasa dia dah biasa ni. Okay, so set the date, set the time and then click schedule.
Tadi kita nak hantar form tu macam mana lupa dah. Kalau kita nak hantar direct ke GC.
Ulang
Kita
balik
dah buat form tu kan, kita nak hantar ke GC macam mana? Kita dah siapkan form tu, lepas tu kita nak hantar ke GC.
Macam yang saya buat tadi lah.
Tu kena ulang balik. Minta maaf Ustaz, saya dapat kejar ni.
Tak apa Ustaz, tak apa. Dah baksa. Okay. Ustaz biasa create kan? Create assignment biasa? Yalah, saya balik lah. Malah nak buat balik. Okay. Alright. Cikgu tak boleh malah ha. Alright. Saya delete balik yang ni. Okay Ustaz. Ustaz dah buka Google Form Ustaz. Macam biasa Ustaz akan klik create. Kita nak buat kan. So klik create and then Ustaz ada berapa choice. Assignment, quiz assignment, bla bla bla. Ambil quiz assignment. Klik quiz assignment. Sebenarnya assignment pun boleh tapi usually we use klik quiz assignment lah. Okay. Since Ustaz dah ada Ustaz punya Google Form, Ustaz dah buat siap-siap. Blank quiz ni Ustaz tak payahlah. Ustaz pangkah. And then Ustaz klik add. Nampak Ustaz? Kita ada dua button. Add dengan create. So klik add. Klik Google Drive. Okay, dan Ustaz choose lah file yang mana. Mungkin berada dekat recent or mungkin berada dekat my drive. Okay, kalau my drive ada banyak lah. So, saya choose yang recently. Saya ambil Google Form yang saya nak. Okay, double click. Okay, nanti dia akan appear Ustaz. And make sure grade importing ni drag to the left. Okay, put the title. Google Form, instruction, and then you want to schedule, click schedule, set the time, set the date and time, and then click schedule. Okay, once kita dah schedule kan, nanti dia akan beritahu lah schedule for tomorrow.
Okay.
So sekarang lagi, okay? Besok baru dia akan muncul. Okay. Besok
create tu dia penting. Terima kasih Zah.
Okay Ustaz, la baksa. Okay, tafadhal. Okay. Sahih. Sahih Iqmal. Syukran. Kak Muna, saya terlupa. Thank you Iqmal for reminding me. Sahih. Even though you put, apa dia? Iqmal guna apa? Okay. Samalah, takut Iqmal ada guna yang lain. Saya pun menggunakan form. Cuma form limiter dia just give us dia tutup. You just put a due, not to open. Okay, thank you Ikma for sharing. Okay, so now we already scheduled to open when to open, and as Ikmal said, make it earlier, maybe 5 minutes earlier, because the form will arrive to your student maybe 3 minutes late, around 3 or to 5 minutes late. Okay, so make it earlier, mungkin 1:55, and then you can put the due date here. Due date maybe also tomorrow, for example. And then due time, if you want to end it at after 2 hours, then you change into 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. So we have the open, bila nak open and bila nak tutup. But again, when you are using Google Classroom, even though we put the due date and due time, students still can submit. Dia tak sekat pun sebenarnya, cuma dia nanti dia akan ada tulis late submission. Dia akan bagi tahu kita. Okay, so finish with the setting. Hopefully I already answered Sister Sharafini question.
There is one more question.
Okay. How to open and tutup, that's through Google Classroom, and if you want to do it manually, you can do it here by dragging the button. And also if you are more advanced user, you can add on, like Brother Akmal said, click add on. Here we have the form limiter. Oh, sorry, not here. If you want to add form limiter, you can add here add on, and then you can search form limiter. This one. When you add, it will appear here. Form limiter, you can automatically close the form. Kita boleh set up, contohnya nak tutup pukul 4. So kita set up by using form limiter. And then the form automatically close at 4 p.m. Kita tak perlu nak manually close. Dia akan auto. Sebab kadang-kadang kita terlupa. So it's better if you use the form limiter lah. Okay.
So there is another question from Brother Shamil, Ustaz Shamil, Gombak.
Okay.
Is there any way to make the Arabic type letter large? Some students can see clearly, especially harakah kalimat baris.
Alright, syukran ala soal Ustaz Shamil. Yes, that's one problem with the Arabic font. Kalau Arabic ni memang problem, dia small. So what we do usually in Gombak, which saya open yang Gombak punya midterm itu. This is our mid semester exam. We do it last Friday. For English MBM, maybe no problem because the font is okay. But for Arabic, yes, we have difficulties with the size of the font. Okay, you can see here the font. This is the original one lah in the Google form. The font is very small, but student when they are using the handphone, they can squeeze dia orang boleh besarkan kan, squeeze the screen, squeeze kat bawah panggil. Okay, so to overcome the problem as a solution, one of the solution, what we do is, you can see here, this font is clear, big and clear, especially for the harakah. What we do is, we upload an image. We upload an image to the form. Nampak? So dia clear lah. Okay, tapi dia banyak kerja sikit harinya. Okay, you can see here, ini small balik sebab ni we cannot add the image. Okay, here you can see it's very clear because this one is image. But for the choices of answer, we cannot do anything. It's still small. Okay, this is what we do in our exam. We upload the image, Ustaz Shamil. Or maybe Ikmal ada suggestion lain, Ikmal?
Saya pun sama je, upload image juga.
Itulah rasa tak ada choice lain. Memang kami upload image. This one is
then screenshot.
Okay, hopefully I already answered this Brother Syamil question. Okay, so sorry. Okay, I have a few last thing to show you. So we finish with the question. We go to the setting. I will make it fast. Sorry, if anybody want to left, tafadhal. But I need to finish with the setting. So after you finish with the question, make sure you go to the setting. The theme you can do it by yourself. Nanti boleh buat sendirilah. Kalau nak letak color macam ni kan, kami letakkan picture. You just go here, customize theme. And then you can also preview. My advice is before you give to the student the link, preview first, try to answer first. Sometimes you forgot to add the point, sometimes you forgot to add the answer key and so on. Okay, go to the setting. This is among the important things also. Setting, okay. Even though you are familiar with the Google form, my advice is go through one by one because that's what I'm doing. Okay, tengok satu-satu. Kadang-kadang kita terlupa nak klik. Look at the general. Do we want to collect email address? Ask ourselves. Nak collect email address ke tak? Kalau, okay, nak collect ke tak, it depend to what we want. Kalau kita nak send the score to the student, then we need to collect the email address because the score will be sent to the email address student. So tick here. And then, do we want student to be restricted to users in IIUM only? Of course not. So make sure you untick. This is default tau, bahaya kalau tak untick. So click untick. Do we want to limit to one response only? Of course, for the exam, one response only. Takkan nak bagi the response banyak-banyak kali? No. Do we want student can edit after submission? Of course, no, because this is exam. So, make sure you did not tick this one. Kalau you tick, student boleh edit. So, do not tick. Do you want student to see summary chart and text response? Yang ni saya pun tak sure apa benda. Saya tak pernah tick lah. So I'm not sure. Okay, maximum size of all files uploaded. This one we already setting just now. We make it 1 terabyte, the biggest one. So leave it. Okay, finish with the general setting. We go to the presentation. Okay, look here. Do you want student to see the progress bar? Yang ni tak adalah important sangat. Tapi kalau nak bagi student tengok kalau kita tick nanti dia keluar student dah jawab berapa soalan and how many more question left. Okay. So it's up to you. Do you want to shuffle question order? If you want, then click yes. But if you have many types of question, for example, just now we have multiple choice and then we have the drop box, we have the essay and so on. My advice is do not tick the shuffle question order because if not, when the student open, maybe when the student click the link, maybe the first question is the essay. Terkejut dia nanti. Kan? Daripada nak jawab terus tak jadi jawab. That's what happen if you shuffle question order. Okay, it's up to you. Think first before you choose. Okay, if you want, just tick. Kalau saya not prefer lah. Except if we think carefully and we set carefully, then it's okay. Alright. Confirmation message ni, your response has been recorded. Ini by default. Kalau kita nak tukar, boleh tukar. We want to say syukran for answering, also can. Next. Quizzes. Okay, this one is very important also. Make this as a quiz, do not change it. This is a quiz. Log mode on Chromebooks. This one is not related to us. We did not use Chromebook, so we cannot do anything here. If we can use this, it's very good actually. We can prevent cheating, but we cannot use it. because we are not a Chromebook user. Okay, this one is very important. Release grade. Do you want student to see the grade immediately after each submission or not? If yes, then tick this. But if this is an exam, better you click later after manual review. Okay, click later. And then respondent can see missed question, correct answers, point value. Yang ni selepas kita dah bagi, okay, after we finish marking and then we release score, student can see lah correct answer, point values. So it's okay if you tick because this is after we release the score, not before. Okay, and then we click save. Do you have any question with the setting? Any question with the setting? No, okay. So
I just want to add something.
Okay, you want to add something? Tafadhal.
It is about shuffle questions tadi. Sebab
Okay, shuffle yang kat tengah. Shuffle question. Okay.
Shuffle question order will only work to the set of questions in the same section. So kalau kita buat section lain yang memang ada satu soalan je, dia memang tak akan shuffle. Dia just akan shuffle the questions yang ada dekat dalam satu section yang sama je. So if we are using macam kita dividekan sections mengikut type of questions, then okay je kot kalau nak shuffle the questions.
Okay, betul. That's another solution lah. Kalau kita, if we still want to use the shuffle question order, sebenarnya shuffle ni is very good also to prevent cheating. Sebab kadang student, maybe we don't want student to sit beside each other and then discuss. So sometimes we need to shuffle the question order to prevent. So one of the way to use shuffle, if you still want to use it, like Ikmal said, use section, divide the question into section. So the shuffle is within the section only. Okay, so kalau nak buat macam tu boleh. But what happen kalau question Gombak ni, kawan tak boleh nak buat macam tu sebab even in one section there are 3 types of question. So kena shuffle.
Kalau type of questions in one section macam tak sesuai shuffle pun.
Kalau sebab contohnya macam fahmul isti'am Ikmal. Kami ada 3 bentuk pula dalam tu. Ada soal kotak, ada fill in the blank and then ada multiple choice. Kat situ dia tak
kalau
boleh
kita macam tak sesuai shuffle sebab.
Tapi kalau one section, one type of question only, then you can do the shuffle like Ikmal said lah. Thank you Ikmal. Do I have another?
Kak Muni?
Ya, Mas.
Kak Muni, tuan puan tanya. Kalau macam kita shuffle soalan kan biasanya kalau kita letak soalan tu, biasanya soalan pertama tu dia easy, lepas tu yang kedua tu senang sikit, lepas tu dia akan proceed ke soalan yang semakin susah kan?
Okay, betul.
So kalau kita shuffle, adakah soalan tu dia akan jadi macam susah dulu, lepas tu akan jadi macam terbalik-terbalik, adakah dia sesuai bila kita nak test student?
Kalau Mas memang nak bentuk tu biar mudah dulu and then intermediate and then advanced soalan, Mas tak boleh nak shuffle. Jangan. Kalau buat macam tu. Tak kisah. Tak kisah nak senang dulu ke susah dulu ke tak apa.
Okay, faham.
Okay, boleh?
Okay, syukran Kak Muni.
Afwan, Mas.
Okay.
5 soal? No? Okay, next. How to send this link to the student? Just click link. Okay, click send. Okay, you have 3 choices. Either by email. Kalau pada kawan-kawan kita bolehlah email. Usually when I want to send a survey, I will use email. But for the exam, I prefer to use the link. So I click the link. And then you can see here, the link is very long. You can shorten the link actually. So click shorten. And then you copy. And then you open your WhatsApp group for example. Tak naklah open. Okay, bolehlah open. Okay, and then click copy again. Banyak covernya. Okay. Okay, so and then you can paste it. Paste lah mana-mana yang kita nak send tu. Kalau group ni, this is our group for example, so you can paste it here. Itu satu contoh lah. Or you can also use, or you can also paste the link in the Google Classroom, also can. So finish with the link. Do I have any question? Tak ada? Okay, kalau tak ada, after student finish, kan nak cuba jawab tadi tapi saya tak sempat yang ni. So after student finish, you can click the responses. For example, this is my previous mid-exam. So when I want to see students' answer, I will click the responses. So I can see here there are 10 submissions from my students. So I click here. And then I will go to the individual. And I can see here the first name is Roshaya. Make sure your student give a correct email. Because one of my students, she spelled her email wrong. Dia buat CON instead of COM. So when I release the score did not send to her. Dia tak dapat score tu. So make sure the spelling is very important. Okay. And then I will go through. If I need to do a manual marking, I will do it here. So basically on the top is automatically marking. So I will just scroll down until I see the last question. This one, this is a manually marking. So I need to read the sentence. I can add a feedback. Okay, here. Contoh kalau ni saya nak betulkan ayat dia, saya boleh betulkan, or maybe I can just say very good. Also can. Then I save. Individual feedback ni very good. Sangat bagus sebab kita boleh betulkan ayat student. And then after I check the answer, I will put the mark. So this is the total mark 2. Make sure you put the mark carefully because actually you can give more than 2 here. So please, I did remind my colleague, please insert the mark carefully. Okay, for example, I accidentally put 12 mark instead of 2. Nampak? Dia still terima walaupun the maximum is 2. So bahaya, so hati-hati. And also I can put here 1.5. Nampak? Kat sini kita boleh bagi point. So I change back to 2. Okay, after you change anything, make sure you save. Click save. This is the manual marking. Alright, even though there is the rest not a manual marking, automatically marking, you can still change the score. For example, this one question, this is sorry, I go to this one lah. Okay, this one student kena typing. Okay, for example, this one dia auto marking tau. So bila student type Ismuha, then dia akan bagi 1 markah. Tapi actually we can still change. Contohnya student type dah betul tapi because for example she tersalah letak baris, for example, so computer regard it as wrong. So computer bagi kosong, we can still change into 1. Don't worry. Okay, after you finish edit, then click save. Ada soalan? After you finish marking, click release score. Release score and then you click lah nak bagi score to everyone or to Roshaya only. And then click send emails and release. So that's all. I think I have covered everything and sorry for taking your time. As usual, I always take your more than 1 hour. Sorry, really sorry. Do I have any last question?
There is no question in chat box.
No question. Alhamdulillah. If you have any more question, you can personal message to me. In Gombak, you have Iqmal. So you can ask him, Iqmal. Yang lain, kalau tak ada soalan, saya rasa saya nak stop.
Just for reminder,
Okay.
for the link for attendance for today's session, you can get the link on Google Classroom.
Okay. Syukran Iqmal. Alright, let's end our training today with the recitation of Surah Al-Asr and Tasbih Kafarah. Thank you once again for being here with us today and see you again in the next training insyaAllah. Ila liqa. Afwan, Sister Razia.
Syukran Kak Muni, syukran Iqmal and
Bye.
EDUCALL teams. Okay,
Lama
thanks.
tak dengar suara.
Okay, Kak. Terima kasih
Okay, maaf.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you Iqmal, syukran. Barakallah fiik.